Welcome back to Manosphere Daily. Today, we've got a story that sounds like it was written for a Hollywood script, except it's real. A wife divorces her husband, thinking she's moving on to bigger and better things, and then he hits the jackpot, literally. $273 million. Talk about the ultimate plot twist. Before we break this all down, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story like this.
Should the ex-wife of a man who won $273 million in the lottery get some of the jackpot?
No. Your ex-husband won over $270 million. You were the breadwinner when you were married. You think you're entitled to any of that?
I don't want anybody to misconstrue anything that I'm coming after him, because I've heard this from numerous places that I'm coming after him. I'm taking him back to court. I want part of his lottery winnings. I don't.
What?
This is hard to believe. There must be a catch.
The only thing that I would like to see is obviously termination of spousal support.
Mike reacted this way.
$270 million does not make me appealing to her. That's what she said in the New York Post interview.
And do you believe her?
I don't care.
Don't care.
With that amount of money, I wouldn't care either.
She didn't have a chance of getting back with me, and I don't want her back, so.
Nice.
He bought it with his separate money. He won its separate property, and she has absolutely no right.
Do people who really wanted to get divorced ever come back around and regret it? There's a lot of reels and TikTok videos out there about, oh, the ex always comes back. I think many times exes will come back around. They'll realize the grass wasn't greener, but you have to remember, wherever you go, there you are. So if you were a miserable person inside a marriage, you're going to be a miserable person outside the marriage. People do not change unless they put the work in to be different.
Denise Rossi was a woman who won $1.3 million from the California Super Lotto lottery in December 1996, but kept it a secret from her husband of 25 years, Thomas Rossi. She filed for divorce 11 days after winning the jackpot, claiming that she had been unhappy for many years. She arranged to have her annual payments of $66,800 sent to her mother's home in Northern California. Thomas did not find out about her lottery win until 2 years later, when he received a letter from a company that offered lump sums to lottery winners. The letter was addressed to Denise and revealed her winnings. Thomas sued Denise for fraud and violation of disclosure laws. A judge ruled in his favor and awarded him all of Denise's lottery money. Denise lost her fortune because of her greed and dishonesty. She could have kept some of the money if she had told the truth.
I wants to date a chick who dresses or modestly.
He wants her to dress till she's his girlfriend. Exactly. It's because they want you to be desirable until you're theirs, and they don't want you to be desirable.
What would you do if my ex was after you?
Can have you.
Can have me?
I'm not fighting, no.
Don't think I'm
not over a girl.
That's good to know that you're not that childish to fight over situations.
I would never fight.
I like this one.
But what if I had done nothing wrong, you'd done nothing wrong, and he was crazy? Would you not fight my corner?
No, because now...
This guy has no energy left for games.
My peace of mind is at cost, so I'm not arguing with no one.
I'm not one of those toxic girls that likes men to fight over her.
We do not care.
But when he said, oh, like, your ex can have you, excuse me, like, I want a man that's going to fight for me, you know, in the sense that just back my corner a bit.
Women can do it on their own. We don't have to shut the f up, bro. If that's what you like, then get what you like, and good luck. I hope you find it.
Name me one.
I like something else, and I hope I find it too. Good luck to both.
Name me one billionaire outside of Oprah that did it on her own.
I don't know. I don't keep up.
There isn't one. Hey, I'll tell you about the richest women in the world. Guess where they got their riches from? Divorce. That means they didn't do it on their own. Success is a team sport, no matter how you think about it. A man needs a woman. Hold on. A man needs a woman just as much as a woman needs a man. I can look at you and say, your strengths are my weaknesses and vice versa. We can see the value in women. But as soon as women start getting some money, it's like they forget who goddamn put them in position to make. The last time I checked, most of these businesses that these women are making all this money for were ran and owned by men. OnlyFans, lip gloss, hair weave, Mercedes-Benz. You know who created that? I mean, how are y'all getting so goddamn high strung on your high horses about ain't you don't need a when everything of your existence was created by man?
She left thinking she had outgrown him, but it turns out she fumbled the biggest bag of her life.
Everybody in the world, who would you pick?
You all day.
What do you mean by guilt-free?
Like, where she wouldn't mind.
So you got to be in a relationship for it to be guilt-free?
Oh, of course, yeah. She's giving you a fast pace.
I'll probably... probably say someone in royalty.
I need a name, bro.
Mr. Don't say Meg.
Do you know what? I'll go from a boyhood crush, Rihanna.
She could be royalty where she's from, of course.
Is that okay?
She's not here, but who would you pick now then? So obviously Mama's got Rihanna now,
Darren.
isn't it?
Your dad.
I think she's got annoyed.
I'm gonna have to go sort it out.
I was a whole married man, fully married, happy, never cheated, never lied, never did anything behind your back, never met up in the Sprinter and got my head in a parking lot of a strip club. You ain't got them stories on me. Now, everybody's got problems. Everybody go through shit. I never came at Sam. Over 2 years, never said one thing about that woman and came at her because I legally couldn't. Now, as soon as the trial happened, now I got some shit to say because you accuse me of putting you out of the house, changing the locks, and kicking you and a 1-year-old out the house. That's a lie. You put the COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras and you arranged all the shit that you did, and now you trying to get me for $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old at the time, and I couldn't speak on it. And I'm hurt and I'm bleeding out loud. I'm divorced and I know why.
My husband told me he wanted a divorce. My husband and I have been married for 8 years, and this has never been a problem in our marriage whatsoever. My little girl is allergic to dairy, and my little boy has a dairy and gluten intolerance. Naturally, as a family, we have just gone dairy-free and gluten-free and organic and just more wholesome foods. Now, I've never told my husband that he needed to eat this way, and I don't care if people eat this way or not. My husband came home and he had this huge bag of groceries. And there are 20 boxes of fruit roll-ups. I was so confused and I said, why did you buy these fruit roll-ups? And he said, you know, I'm sick and tired of living this way. I don't want to do it anymore and I do want a divorce. Listen, nobody's a prisoner here. Oh man, I could feel myself getting angry. I'm gonna walk away from the situation. And when I got up from the table, I woke up from my dream.
She probably thought she was upgrading, only to wake up one day and see her ex-husband smiling on the news, holding a giant check.
What do you look for in a guy?
Definitely honesty, loyalty. Like, I want them to have my back, you know? Someone who treats me like a queen, and I'll treat them like a king back, so.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, someone who's nice and cares about me.
Do you like nice guys though?
No.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
So
They gotta be a little bit nice. Yeah, a little toxic.
Is this normal, guys?
A little toxic, but yeah.
So why do women go after bad guys?
Because it's more entertaining. It's funner. Yeah.
You don't think that's immature?
I mean, definitely, like, we grow out of that.
It is never good for the long run to chase bad guys, and they know it.
But, like, you know, when we're young, we want to have, like, adventure, you know? We want to have, like, just, like, I don't know, we want to have a good time.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
What about learning from, like, people who came before you, though?
No one learns like that.
No,
you can
you have to do the experience to
Nobody's
learn
gonna
from it.
nobody listens to any.
I don't know what the problem is. She is all of a sudden upset and says that we have to get a divorce for no reason. And she'll say, I have been trying to change the relationship for 20 years. I've been telling him things. I've been dropping hints. And it wasn't a problem until we had kids. But then I watched the kids grow up with anxiety and he doesn't connect with them and he won't listen to me. Women tend to micro change themselves continuously for the relationship to augment it. And they expect men to do the same. The male brain, however, observes in the back and then goes forward to act upon it. If we see a problem and believe it's fixable and have the solution or are capable of asking a man for help for the solution, then we will follow through and do that solution. Most guys who have that problem either don't see a problem, their wife is just emotional, who cares? They don't think a solution is possible. If I open up, she'll lose all respect for me, it'll destroy the marriage, I will just be the laughing stock. Or they know there's a problem, but they're terrified to open up and ask anybody for the solution because they don't think anybody else will ever give it to them. Those are the three pieces that keep men locked in bad marriages for 20 years, and then they get blindsided by a divorce someday.
Hard truths from a 53-year-old about divorce. Your ex is going to meet somebody, and it's going to suck to see them happy on social media. But there's nothing that you should do about it or can do about it. And by the way, please don't look at their social media accounts. You need to be alone right now, at least initially. Jumping into something to avoid your feelings is not going to help, and eventually you're going to have to deal with them. Some of your friends are going to treat you differently because now you're the single friend. But that doesn't mean you need to go run out and find somebody. Most likely there's going to be lots of times you feel lonely and you feel alone. But guess what? It's better to be lonely alone than lonely with someone.
Now she's sitting there, rewriting texts in her drafts, trying to figure out how to say, hey, how have you been, without sounding desperate.
After 10 years, my husband and I were on the verge of divorce. But then we got a second chance. I had finally found the courage to kick my husband, Corey, out. And I went to bed that night, terrified and relieved all at once. And then I woke up the next morning and I checked my bank account and realized he had gone to the ATM at 2 o'clock in the morning and taken all of our money except for $50. I was alone with 3 kids under the age of 5 and $50.
If he gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody in the world, would you use it?
Yeah.
On who?
Zac Efron, Josh Bowman, some celebrity, hot celebrity. You turn that down? Mm-mm. Couldn't do it.
All right, what if it was all the way around?
I know what I'm worth. One night with one celebrity doesn't change who I am.
So you wouldn't use it?
Even
There's
if
no
I gave
point.
it to you?
No, because it sounds like a trap.
Oh, dude, I'm done with him. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna break up with him. That's it. Like, I'm done.
Next day.
Hey, girl. So it went well. I think we decided to settle our differences and we're back together. It's cause he's the one, dude. Like, I love him.
This is what happens when someone treats marriage like a temporary contract instead of a real partnership. When times were tough, she left.
No, it's illegal to record in Massachusetts.
Go ahead, go tell that. Go tell it to the cop. He's right there. I'm videoing you.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
This crazy lady right here is mad because the kids playing in their parking lot. She want to be a Karen. And I'm going to videotape you. I'm recording. I'm recording. Tell her it's legal. It's my First Amendment. It's the First Amendment. Right to press. Yeah, freedom of press. It's the First Amendment. I know my laws. The fuck, I'm a black man. I know my laws. Come on. It's all right, Karen. She thought it was illegal because I'm recording her. She thought I was gonna get in trouble. It's the freedom of press. The First Amendment. Freedom of press. First Amendment. I'm recording. You think it's freedom of press? It's the First Amendment.
This woman is gonna harass us.
Yes. All right, Karen. It's okay, Karen.
Listen, guys, just
Stop.
stay.
I wasn't messing with her. I was in my car.
You are.
I was Karen. It's all right. You'll be on the internet today.
You are.
You'll be on the internet today for the second day. Yup, day 2. Thank you. You will be. You want to get mad over kids?
Your kids can't play kickball in a park.
I have one child. One child.
They're 6.
She's watching all the other childs. I have one child. Get it right, Karen. Bye. Bye. You thought you were gonna get me in trouble? You called the cops over a camera? Bye, Karen. You ran to him and he laughed at you.
But life has a funny way of humbling people, and nothing humbles quite like watching the man you walked away from become a multimillionaire overnight.
That's not why I called.
Where your husband at?
Babe, recorder, but don't interact with her.
If you guys have a lease, I'd just like to see the lease.
No,
You
ma'am.
have no business
For
about
real.
personal documents.
At all.
They're like in their 30s.
Yes.
It's just a medium weight. They're.
We got to steal something for.
Babe,
What's that?
What do we need? Get your...
Okay, it looks like there's been a misunderstanding. So, apparently, there's been a misunderstanding. When I was driving by, I saw an individual behind the house, and so I stopped. And
Profiling.
And all the windows are closed, and it looks...
It's hot as the sun is beaming.
And so I'm like shocked, and I'm like, okay. And so then I back up, and then I see an individual crouched again, and I'm like, hi, like, what are you doing at my neighbor's house? And then...
And I greeted you, didn't I?
What's that?
And I greeted you, didn't I?
So that's when I called 911, because I'm like, okay, like, this isn't my neighbor. said he has a lease, and now he's got his phone and he's recording me, so, okay. Yeah, cops are here. No. No. And the cops are here.
You did all this for somebody that lives here and pays rent here. Grown ass motherfucker, man. You driving your car down the street. What's up? So I guess this woman was harassing my partner.
Oh, please.
No. Literally called the cops on the place where we live because we saw a black man walking the house. Come on, bro.
Oh my gosh, this has nothing to do with race.
We can stand right here, bro. To be honest, this is my house.
I just want him to separate from her so we can talk.
He's on our side. I guess she doesn't believe that we live here. We moved here 3 weeks ago. About 3 weeks ago. Annette Williamson, Randy Williamson are the property owners. Okay. We have a lease. It's a really weird issue to have. I was standing behind my house, right here. She pulls up, she stops. What do you mean? I wave, and she pulled off. I heard her car still humming right here. She got to me in that. I heard her car still humming, so I went inside, and I came outside. And she asked me what I was doing here. I said, I live here. I walked back outside because I peeped through the window and I seen her right here. So I walked back outside and I asked her, did she need something? And she said, yes, I do. What are you doing behind my neighbor's house? I said, I live here. These neighbors? I don't know whoever she's talking about. She said whoever live here got 2 kids and they don't. We live here. Excuse me.
You guys all moved in or just starting to move in?
All our stuff's in the garage. Some of it's in the house.
Now she's probably telling her friends, that money should have been half mine. Meanwhile, he's out there living his best life, proving that sometimes the best revenge is success.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.